Professionals by Christian Crespi, starring Drew Ignatowski and Will Hightower. A fundraiser.
I have the very fortunate opportunity this evening to present someone who some of you may already know, someone who I have been working with, at least for as long as I can remember. Recipient of the coveted ESEA award last year, my friend, colleague, one of the most wonderful minds I've ever been able to work with, Dr. Ben Williams. Thank you, Dr. Ben.
And with no more ado, please allow me to introduce my friend and colleague, Dr. Stephen Randall. You know, Steve and I have been working together for, was it right after you graduated you became my assistant? I can't even say. My young associate Steve is absolutely fantastic. Please, give him a hand. My wife and I consider him to be a member of the family. You know, last year when I accepted the ESEA, it was an honor to see Steve there, at the table, clapping for me. Steve, do you mind setting up the intro?
Absolutely, of course.
Your charitable investments to our project will allow us to continue work well into the next year.
The geosciences, more importantly, our work with efficiency and geothermal power have consistently been matched with questions of the cost-effective.
What our goal has been is to take the question of how cost-effective the future of renewable resources are out of the question altogether. The key is, that is the key to unlocking the future of renewable resources.
Which is why we come to you now and ask you to begin, and for some of you, continue your funding. We are
pleased to announce that we are in the final stages of developing a new prototype.
The Terrascope 215. Are we okay?
It still doesn't feel like that works. It doesn't sit right.
Can we get through this? The Terrascope 215. You see, this machine is the first of many in utilizing in-ground computers to respond to not only Earth-generated heat, but also anticipate seismic activity in the region that would be ideal for hydraulic pumping.
Yes.
And the Terrascope 215.
Are you really going to do that?
Do what?
When you interrupt me like that, it's, well, I'll just say what it is. It's undermining.
Well, it was the only name we were able to come up with.
Well, with all due respect, not really the only name. I did have a few suggestions.
Can we get through this? We have only a couple hours before they arrive. The one good suggestion for the name was the Terra.
Mine was pretty good, if I do say so myself.
The Pantheon.
What's wrong with that?
It's just kind of a weak choice for a computer, that's all.
How? The actual Pantheon was awe-inspiring.
Yeah, our computer is underground. Who the hell is going to see it? Want to go again from the beginning?
Nope, just from where we left off.
Yeah, it's you.
And with your help, we can look forward to putting this machine to the good use in coming months.
Since this computer allows us to track and anticipate geothermal shifts in the Earth, we can more easily track where the most available places to pump are.
That's right, Steve. Currently, one of the main disadvantages of our current machines running is that the pumps, that they are designed for one particular job at one particular time. In the past, what's been forgotten is that the interior of the Earth is just as unstable as the exterior, meaning that when a region is unable to produce as much heat as we would like, the pump continues to run despite of what little heat we are actually extracting.
Our new computer allows us to get a leg up, so to speak, on where the best places to concentrate our resources would be.
Thereby reducing cost, labor, and time. Trying to milk a dry udder.
Milk a dry udder?
It's humanizing.
Colloquialisms help you keep in touch with the common man?
Just keep going, Steve. We'll deal with it later.
Later?
Yes. Focus.
Ass.
What was that?
What?
You know exactly what.
Just keep going.
Being able to anticipate natural changes in the Earth's dramatic nature. Would you mind going to the next slide?
Oh, sure. Anything else I can help you with? Coffee? Pick up your dry cleaning, perhaps?
What?
Click. No? The Pantheon's...
The
never
Pantheon's
mind.
noticeable...
Terrascope.
Right. The machine's required energy intake is substantially less than any other in production right now.
Yes, the rest of them seem to be blowing hot wind.
Okay, Steve.
One of the more efficient points of the Terrascope is that it can replace older, more redundant computers in a matter of weeks.
This allows the up-and-comer to nip at the heels, however disrespectfully.
Oh, that's good. I like that one.
You do?
Yes, and the older, more worn and inefficient machine can do its duty and rust away in the junkyard.
Despite the fact that the older machines have provided us with the stepping stones for this new
They
technology.
will ultimately become a forgotten footnote in the pages of science.
I'm a footnote.
We shall see.
However, little does the Pantheon know that in the hundreds of years to come, it will be only considered the gunpowder compared to the first spaceflight.
That may be, but it feels good to be on top.
At least I know what that feels like firsthand.
Take a good look, because nothing ever lasts.
That's enough. You hear me? That in a matter of hours, 300 or so people will be in this room watching us. That's hundreds of thousands of potential dollars for this project that we are not going to get because you are not focusing.
Oh, so it's my fault.
Let's start again from the top.
Do you think these, venture capitalists or whatever have you care about some gray-bearded scientist droning on about God knows what, when the only thing they're thinking about is how much money is this going to cost me and how much can I actually get back?
That is possible. However, there is a matter of a necessary evil to consider, that of our presentation.
Why does it have to be a necessary?
We are not just selling the computer, we are selling your name, my reputation, my marketability.
I'm not exactly doing nothing in the lab.
And someday, when you're done coasting off of other people's ideas...
You know what this presentation really should be? Really? Hi! We're Ben and Steve. We went through a lot of anxiety, bad lighting, and boring lectures to earn the right for someone to call us doctors. Therefore, trust us when we say we think we have a good idea you should invest in. But alas, we are only human, and we are fallible like any other person working in whatever other field in the entire universe. So, to put your mind at ease, we are presenting you with this really pretty-looking presentation featuring some older man whose name is recognizable and has won some awards, and myself, to which hopefully my youthful appearance will provide you with some sort of new age iPod-esque cushion. I smoke pot. I watch football. I have been on more than one occasion to a strip club, which, should you choose to throw away some cash, I would be happy to take all of you. And despite the fact that this invention could be a really stepping stone to reducing global warming and reliance on non-renewable resources, which is even more important, is that you need to believe in the presentation of science, despite what science could actually provide.
I think that might be slightly less formal than what they're used to.
Maybe.
Despite your ranting, nothing can get done. All of this is useless unless there is some sort of understanding, some sort of trust between the means and the ends. That's the necessary evil. That's how things get accomplished. That is how things get done.
All right.
From the top.
End of play.